Hello guys, I Arvind Mahapatra. So today we are going to discuss, we will embed a Python script with Tableau Prep Builder and get all the output column in one schema. So the aim is basically we will create a script which will hit this URL and it will read this table, and after reading this table we will derive the new column from this particular table, which will be like a difference in between the February 23 cells minus February 22 cells. Basically, it is a URL of Motobim. Basically, Motobim is a web content creator in the digital industry, which will deals in the basically in car and bikes. So we will hit this URL and we will read this table, and from the particular table we will create another new column which will be reflecting the differences between these two columns, that is February 23 cells minus February 22 cells. So we have to do some checks before creating the column, like is there any null values are there, or the data types should be, all the data types of the both the columns should be same. So we'll create all these things, all these steps in a function. So let's jump into the, I'm using the Jupyter notebook to do the same. So we'll go through this one. So first what we will to do is, first we will I will import all the required library, like import pandas, numpy and operating system, sklearn, like sklearn and the pre-processing of a label encoder we will discuss later part of this video. Basically, sklearn pre-processing package provides several common utility function and transformer uh, classes to change the row feature, and the sklearn is the most powerful, like it's basically a library which will provide the selection of efficient tools of ML and in the different statistical models like classification, regression, and we'll see all this part why we have inside a list. So proper data, we have to slicing that particular list. If we will check the this one, it will store as a list. So here we have to slicing the data, like slicing that particular list, and we are trying to fetch the 0th index so that data should reflect as expected. And if you will check, and the data is, so now it's reflecting as expected. So now we'll check what are the columns are there, like these are the basic common functions are there inside a data frame to check then how many number of columns are there. And df underscore car dot info, basically it will reflect all the columns data type and how much space it has been utilized. So all these details it will reflect. So if you will see, the February 23 cells is a integer and the data type of the particular column is integer, but February 22 cells is the object. So now what we have to do is, if you want to if you want to find the difference between these two columns, we have to convert all the columns to the same data type, so that is integer. So now my target is to convert this particular data type to integer. So to get it, what I will do, I will just check the what are the values are available inside that particular column. You can see that one none value is there. So now we will check all the values that contains this particular column. So now we can able to see that there are nuns, there are some non-numeric values are there. So here we are trying to extract the non-numeric, here we are trying to extract the numeric values from this particular column by using the extract. And once we are done with this one, then we will check that how many number of null values are present inside this particular the data frame. So we can able to see that in the February 22 cells, that there is only one non value is present, that is this one. And now what we have to do is, now we have to fill this non value with 0. So if we will check the particular exact row where the non value is present. So if we will see that this is the non value. So now fill the non value with 0 so that we can convert the data type to the integer. So fill na is a function, and where it will help us to fill the all the non value with 0. And now what we will do, now we will convert this particular column data type to the integer, so that we can able to subtract from February 2023 cells to get the difference of these two columns. So let's run it, and now if you will check, now we can able to see that February 22 cells also this particular column data type also converted to integer 64. So previously it was object, that means that was the string. So now let's do the calculation. So difference of the cell difference by extracting the data from February 2023 cells minus February 22 cells. Now if you will check the header of this particular data frame, if you will able to see that cell difference, there is a new column that has been added to the particular data frame. So now what we will do is, we have to mention all these steps in a one function only. So here what we are trying to do is, we are importing all these things, and then we have created one we are creating one empty data frame basically, and we are writing all these steps in a function, and we are return that particular function in that in the return clause. And now what we have to do is, we have to write another function inside one. We will go through the Tableau like Tableau official page, where they have mentioned how to get all the required column in one output schema. So basically, if you will see here, if you want to return the different fields, then what you input, you will need to include get output schema function in your script that define the output and the data type. Basically, in the output schema, we have to align the data type of the data frame along with the pref data type. Otherwise, the output will use the fields from the input data, which are taken from the steps that is prior to the script in the below. So this is the function in the Python. So the prep underscore string, it should reflect as a string. Prep underscore decimal, it should reflect as a decimal. I'll put this link in the comment section of this video, and you will go through it. So the following script, the example of this particular get output schema. So we will write a script like this. We'll write a function like this, where we are trying to accommodate all the, or trying to align all the data type of the column along with the Tableau data type. So if we'll go to our function here, so we're writing this particular script, a rank. So here we have this table, we have this column called rank, that is the integer one. If we'll go here, see rank is integer. Okay, we are aligning the same. OEM, if we'll go here, OEM is the second column. This is the object, that is the string. So here we are aligned with the string, prep underscore string, and model is the string, and February 23 cells and February 22 cells, these two columns are the data type of integer, and the y2 y growth, it's a string one, and cells difference, it's a integer. If we'll see here, now see that y2 is a object, that is string, and now it's done. Like we have aligned all the column data type along with the prep builder data type, and also we have mentioned the newly created column, that is cells difference. Okay, after get output schema to align all the column data type with prep builder data type, another function we have to write, where the label encoder can be used to normalize the label. Basically, we have to align the labels and to get it we are using label encoder. It's basically coming from the sklearn library. So label encoder can be used to normalize the label. It can also be used to transform the non-numerical labels to the numerical label. So here we are using this label encoder, and we are align this rank. We are trying to align the rank column which is coming from the data frame to along with the we are trying to fit this transform in the prep builder. So basically this label encoder which is coming from the sklearn library from the pre-processing utility. So it will help to convert the non-numerical labels to the numerical label. It will this is the fit underscore transform. By the help of this fit underscore transform, we can align the labels. So 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 here we are rank is the data frame column, and we are trying to fit the underscore transform label encoder on dot fit underscore transform of the rank. So we are trying to align the labels as per the prep builder. So the same way we have to mention all the columns, whatever the columns are present in the data frame, we have to align it as per the prep builder. Then we have to mention it inside a one function. And now I will open the Tableau prep builder. Basically it is the prep builder. So here also I will paste this link in the comment section of the video to how do you implement all these things, this output schema and the encoder inside your function, inside your Python script. So basically we have a requirement is we have one top selling car February 2023, one Excel sheet is there where we have two column. Basically we have two column, the car model and the country of origin. So here all the car model and the manufacturing country origin is mentioned, and we are getting the all the details from one of the URL. And in the it has been already we have read it by the help of the API call. And we now the agenda is to we have to align all the model. We have to align all the this OEM this model and the OEM, the country of the origin of this manufacturer. So to get it, what we are trying to do is we are just trying to read this Excel in the prep builder, and we are trying to embed this script here. We are embedded the script where it will fetch all the records related to February 23 sales and Y21 growth and model, all these things. And like before this script we are just it's a blank cell basically. So it's a blank Excel because we in the prep builder you cannot directly land into the script. You have to have some input before that one. That's the reason we have mentioned one blank Excel. So it's nothing, just it's contain the sources motor beam. That's the one only Excel. There is only one column is there, and only a single record is present inside that Excel. So nothing to do with this Excel, as it's a mandatory to some float to be there prior to the script. That's the reason we have read this Excel, and then we are implementing the script which will call the API and the derived the column. Then we are trying to join with the script one. That is from the script it's coming this OEM model, and from the Excel it's top selling car. So basically here you can see that from this top selling car Excel we are getting the car model where we have different car models are there. So we are trying to join this car model along with the OEM from the script, so that we can able to get the respective country of origin of the manufacturer. To get it in the one output, what we are trying, we have do the join, then we did the output. So here if you will see February 2022 cell, February 23 cells, Y2Y growth, and the derived column cell difference, and the country of origin. Also car model, because OEM is coming from the data frame, car model is coming from the Excel. So here, and the country of region, it's coming from the Excel. So here you can see the cell difference, that is the derived column inside the data frame, that is also reflecting, and you can use it inside that one. Okay. Oh yeah, one more thing is, like, here you have to run the TabPy basically. So go to the health and go to setting and click on this manage analytical connection. So here you have to choose the Tableau Python server, and server is localhost, port is 9004. So where you will get, so just open your command prompt and run TabPy, so that make sure that it's your TabPy should installed prior to run the script. And here I'll also show the steps. So 9004, it's basically 9004 is the by default one, but make sure that you have to, so just open the Anaconda, and prior to that one, make sure that you should install the TabPy. Already I have installed the TabPy. So already I have installed, that's the reason it's mentioned requirement already satisfied. Then just start the TabPy. Okay, already in the one window already I have run it, so that's the reason it's, so just run it. Okay, let me stop it and rerun it. TABPY. Yeah, see, once it will run, it will reflect the port is 9004. So that's the reason I have mentioned the 9004 is the port number here. So go to the setting, click on manage analytical extension connection, and select the connection as a Tableau Python server. Our server is localhost, port is 9004, and click on sign in. And here you can, you just Tableau Python Python TabPy server edge, we have made the connection, that's the reason it's connecting to the localhost via port number 9004. And you have to choose the file name, the script name. So just browse it, and I have selected the script, and just you have to call the function name. So if you'll go to the my function, see, my function is sales underscore car. So here the function will looks like this basically. So here we will write a script which will be called to the API and do the all the transformation and the manipulating of the data to derive the new column. And then you have to mention the output schema in one defined function, and where you have to align all the data type of the data, all the data type of the column which is present in the data frame along, we have to align with the Tableau Prep Builder. And in the next function you have to label the same thing with the Prep Builder. To do it, we are using label encoder, which is coming from the sklearn library from the pre-processing. And just save it in as a .py file, and just mention that particular main function, that sales underscore car, and just run it. So here if you will see, we are getting the sales difference in this one, sales difference, this is the newly derived column. And then I just did some other joining from the another Excel to get the output in this particular way. So basically this is the way to embed the Python script into the Tableau Prep Builder. So this is the one way. If you will not mention this output schema and if you will not mention this output schema and this label encoder, then whatever the additional column you have derived from the data frame, it will not reflect in the output schema. So there is also another workaround is there. So I will discuss this another workaround without you, like if you don't want to mention the get output schema and this label encoder in your Python script, there is another way is there, another workaround is there to get it. I will discuss the same thing in the next video. Thank you.
Thank you for watching my video. Please do like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get the new video. Live your life, live your dream. Thank you.